Hi everyone! Today I'm baking cinnamon bread and here is my simple recipe. We're starting with 3 cups of milk, 1 cup of vegetable oil and half a cup of raw sugar, and we're going to bring all this to the lukewarm temperature. Let's add half a teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of a dry yeast and let the yeast set and activate. While yeast is activating, we're going to pre-measure 6 cups of all-purpose flour and we're going to add to that some lemon zest. Once the yeast is activated, we're going to add 3 egg yolks to the mixture and then we're going to combine it all with the pre-measured flour. Next most important thing is to combine the milk mixture and the flour really well. Once done, set the dough to rest and then we're going to work on a cinnamon and brown sugar mixture, which is nothing but 1 cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. While our dough is rising, I'm going to clean up some of these homegrown and home-dry raisins that came straight from our vineyard. In about 10 to 15 minutes, our dough is ready for the next step. And now we're going to add these raisins. You could add the raisins and the almonds while you were mixing flour and milk mixture, but I'm purposely doing this a little bit later because I didn't want raisins and walnuts to become soggy. So I am doing it now. And I'm just going to combine it all again with the dough. And as you can tell, the dough looks like a whipped cream. It's so nice and it's so easy to work with. So I'm enjoying this. There's just something in baking. If you're a baker, you'll understand what I mean. Seeing the perfect dough and seeing it in this form just brings me happiness. Next step is shaping the dough, and for that you will need approximately half a cup of additional flour. Once your dough is ready, looking like this, set it aside and let it rise once again. I want to share a little story with you in regard to this baking pan. The pan belongs to my mom and you can tell it's extremely worn out, and that is what makes this pan very special. It has a film inside that makes everything baked in it extremely delicious. So I asked my mom if I could have it, and one of the reasons I want to have it is because I know she have baked thousands and thousands of breads in this pan. Okay, where were we? Yes, we need to put some oil in the baking pan and then set it aside. Now we're ready to get back to our dough. So I'm putting a little flour on a countertop and then I'm going to transfer the dough and I'm going to split it in 2 equal pieces. Okay, now we're going to work each piece individually, and if you follow my hands you can tell that I'm using my right hand to bring the edges of the dough inside while I'm using my left hand to kind of bring the dough to the right hand so the right hand can work it in. So let me show you this again. I see you bring all the edges inside, and then with the palm of your right hand you're kind of trying to combine all these edges in one piece, and the left hand is there just to help out. Much can be said about the moments like this. Baking cinnamon bread definitely takes time, and it's far cheaper to go to the store and purchase the loaf of a cinnamon bread. But the point here is not just to bake a cinnamon bread, but to actually create the home atmosphere for my kids and anticipation of something fragrant, delicious coming to the dinner table. I think it's extremely important that we continue to bring moments like this in our homes. I'm so passionate about it that I started a nonprofit organization which is focused on bringing American families back to dining table for our healthy homemade meal and a quality family time. Okay, promise me you will not laugh. Instead of using rolling pin, I'm using this olive oil bottle, and I'm working right now in my summer kitchen and I'm too lazy to go upstairs and grab the rolling pin. So here we are, and again, I'm a big fan of using what you got and making life simple, and this bottle works wonders. I even like the little handle. So as you see, what I'm doing, I'm rolling out the dough, and as you see, I'm starting from the inside and rolling it out. I'll form it in a square, and then I will add cinnamon sugar, spread it out, and the next step is just to roll it in. And then we're going to do this all over again. I consider cinnamon bread to be a heavy dough because it has a milk and it has an oil inside, which means we have to take a little extra time to bake it. And to bake it, I started on 350 for the first 45 minutes, and then I turned the fire on 320 and I baked it for an additional 45 minutes. It's crucial to let the bread cool off after you take it from the pan, and I'm putting the bread on a rack to allow enough ventilation underneath. I will cover it, and then I will let it cool off for good 2 hours. Kids can't wait any longer, and nor can I. Look at this. It's not just that it looks beautiful, but it also smells so good. Making cinnamon bread took a little while and a little effort, and if you ask me if it was worth it, I would say definitely yes, because I know that my kids' favorite childhood memories will be made of moments like these. So in the end, it's not so much about the baking, it's not so much about the cinnamon bread, but it's all about a life we choose to create and live. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had fun cooking with me. I like to remind you that I'm here with you, not to show off my cooking skills, but rather to encourage you to get back in the kitchen and start cooking with your kids and your family, and to help us all get American families back to dining table for a healthy homemade meal and a quality family time.